It's interesting, now that we know who Jesus is, the fact that he let himself be caught on the night that he was betrayed. He mentioned it at the Last Supper. He knew it was coming. He could have left town. He went to the agony in the garden and knew they would be arriving there. He could have escaped. Not to mention, with his miraculous power, I'm sure he could have run across the lake. No one could catch him. He could have called fire from heaven, and the angels would have defended him. So why is it that he was caught? To be honest, he had escaped many times before, when they tried to catch him in the temple, or when the crowd would not like what he said, he'd slip right through. He was certainly capable, but he knew that this was part of his Father's plan. He says, "No one takes my life. I lay it down. I give my life." I could escape, but if I escape, the plan will not be successful. He is the Good Shepherd who lays down his life for his sheep. Do you see how much he loves us? It wasn't an accident he died for us. It was his will, as he conformed to the Father's will. And the apostles would imitate this. At the night that Jesus was arrested, they ran in fear. Those who had seen his miracles and had him at their side now felt too weak to do anything. And yet afterward, after they saw Jesus risen, they were so strong, speaking about and preaching about Christ risen everywhere, even if it required their lives. They no longer had doubt. The resurrection changed everything about them and about our world. It changes the way we see our challenges. It changes the way we see ourselves. There was a gentleman who told me he just got back from the doctors with bad news. He told me that he was going to lose his eyesight. I felt bad for him. And I said, "I'm going to pray at this Mass for you." When I returned from Mass, I saw him immediately afterward, and I said to him, "Listen, let's do the anointing of the sick." And after I had anointed him, I told him an insight that came to me during Mass. I said, "If you lose your sight, you may not see us again, but we will be with you. But more importantly, when you can see again, you will see the face of God." And he began to cry and said, "That is what I've longed to see all of my life." We are God's children. What we shall later be has not yet been revealed. We know that when we arrive in heaven, we shall be like God, for we shall see him as he is, face to face. Help us, Lord, to see everything through the perspective of the resurrection.